Hello friends, welcome or welcome back. I'm Maddie and this is Floating Funds, and we are working on our debt binder today. This is a brand new binder that we started last week, and we are obviously going to be continuing this on. So if you're new, hello, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. I hope that you will like this video, this channel, subscribe, all that jazz, and become a part of our little family over here. But if you are returning, then you probably know what I'm talking about. So we have accrued some debt over the last couple of months. We used to live on a houseboat, and we paid, or we sold that, and that has helped us to do some remodeling on our house, which we weren't originally planning on doing. We were planning on using our money that we got from the sale of the boat to pay off the land that we had purchased. But we decided that we would rather fix the house that we were living in and get it into a state that we absolutely love actually coming home to, instead of just making it by, because it needed some desperate work. It was just gross. It was disgusting when we moved into it. And so we were able to rip out, basically take it all the way down to the studs, change out some of the studs, put in new windows, put in new drywall, all that different stuff, because it was just a very dilapidated house. And so now we have it up and running, which is wonderful. But that does mean that we still have that debt now, and we are on a mission to pay it off. But we also accrued a debt from something that I can never figure out how much information I want to share with you guys, but I guess we're just going to go ahead and just talk about it. So we had purchased a shed a couple of years ago. We have a flower farm, and before we moved onto the boat we had a flower farm, and we used to have a shed that we used to for like making our bouquets in and doing workshops and such in. And when we moved, we had sold it, and so when we sold it for the amount that we needed to pay it off. And then the responsibility was passed on to someone else in the family, and he did not get it paid off like I had originally thought. I did not know. And so we are now 2 years past when it was supposed to be paid off, and they have hunted us down, as they should. And I was enlightened on the situation and learned that we now owe $8,000 towards this building that we no longer even own, and we could have already paid off and never, you know, whatever. So anyways, we are now going to be paying that every single month, because I truly believe that this is something that we are supposed to be doing, because it's in good faith, you know. And so we're going to go forward with that. But we also, before I had known any of this, we decided we were going to start getting into timeshares, and we were going to do the ones where you are getting a timeshare in the business, not in a specific location. And so we are able to travel all over the world and use points to stay in different places, in different resorts and things like that, which is wonderful. And so we now have a monthly payment for that. I would never have done this had I known that we had a shed payment, but obviously I didn't, and there was no turning back on any of these other things. And so we are going to be pushing really hard to try and pay our shed payment off as soon as possible, because it doesn't necessarily have the highest interest rate. That is actually going to be our timeshare. That one has the highest interest rate, but it has the shortest length of time. And so we're going to pay that one off as soon as we can. We already paid $1,000 towards it, which is wonderful. And so we're now only down to $7,000. So that is what this is going to be. I'm not going to explain that every single week, but I figured let's go ahead and do that since this is the beginning of it. We are doing all the fall vibes in this one. And last week I brought $300 in, because that was about how much, or it was like $375, I can't quite remember. However much I brought, that was how much I had in here. And then we ended up not using all of it, and I couldn't figure out how to make that much money fit into a binder like this, because I felt like that would have completed so many of the challenges. But I did get that worked out because of the way we're paying. So basically each week we will be bringing in, I think it was like $169, so basically $170 we're going to be bringing into this, and that is going to be specifically for the timeshare and the shed payment, because the way we pay those is different than how we pay our land payment. So the land payment, that's just going to be pulled from our check and just put into a envelope basically. And that's just the best way I could do that. That way we have less money coming into here, but we're still saving. So this is going to be towards all of our debt goals. We are paying, well, like I said, we have 175 right here. And so I'm not gonna count that. I'm just going to tray it up. And you guys let me know if y'all prefer people counting. I just feel like that's all I've been doing right now is counting, because we just got paid. And so I have to, you know, figure up where's going what and who and all that jazz. So it's a thing. And cash system sometimes, as wonderful as it is and as much as I love it, it can be really hard. I don't know if you guys ever deal with that, but I definitely do. Okay, so we're going to get straight on into this. I also just realized that I completely forgot that I had some Happy Mail, but it's up at the house. And so I don't want to have to go get that, but I will try and show that in my next video. But I wanted to get this done so I can get it posted tonight. I'm trying to get back on top of staying on top of things and just ending this year with a bang. I have some amazing, amazing products coming out on my Etsy. I am super excited. I will be showing those here soon. They're going to be for Black Friday, so definitely keep an eye out for that. So anyways, let's get started. We're going to start here with the Dramatic Panda. This is my friend Jenny. She is also one of my pen pals. And we are going to scratch off one on each of these. And so I'm just going willy-nilly on it, really, is how this goes. And then we're just going to save accumulatively for all of them instead of, you know, one for one and one for the other. And so we got a 5 and a 3. And we're gonna go ahead and do a couple more scratches because I really would like to have this one done in November. That way I can do all of December as Christmas, because I don't know that I'm going to be able to do Christmas and any other things. And it's my favorite time of the year. And so, you know, I feel like I should celebrate more, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. All right, so we have a 2. So we are now to $10. And another 2 makes 12. All right, and we're just going to go ahead. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're gonna call that. Okay, so what did I say we did? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Okay, so we got a 10. Let me pull the money out in case I can condense. 10, 11, 12. So let me see what we have here. And let's see if we can't combine these. So we have 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, perfect. So let's snag one of those 20s and put it in here because I would like to get some of those ones. That would be awesome. So there we go. $20 saved already. That is wonderful. All right, so tell me how you guys are doing. What is going on with you guys? Did y'all have a wonderful Halloween or Reformation Day or Fall Day, however you guys celebrate? Did you guys have a great time? We had a phenomenal one, and obviously we are a little behind. I should have told you guys this earlier this week, but we have just, it's just been wild around here, guys. And I have been doing, this may be TMI, but I share a lot of information on here just in case there's anyone else who's like me. My hormones have been super bad for the last several years. We've been dealing with infertility, and so we have been doing a lot of treatments, not like medical necessarily, but I've been doing a lot of new supplements trying to balance out my hormones and stuff. And guys, it has made me absolutely crazy. And it's just made it where it's hard for me to focus sometimes. So that has been a huge reason why I have not been able to do videos. And whenever I realize, hey, I need to do a video, it's like midnight. So I'm not gonna come down here and do that. So anyways, okay, we're gonna do this one, which is from The Secret Budgeter. She's also a pen pal. Most of these are gonna be from my pen pals, as you're going to notice. So we're going to do the rainbow on the top and the pink on the bottom. And so we have a 6 and a 2, which is already done. Do we have a 6 and a 2 right here? Yes, we do. So let's go ahead and do the 1 right there. All right, so for Halloween, we don't do Halloween really. So we did a Reformation Day party with my daughter and her friends. This is a 1 as well. And that was super fun. And they just got to play all day, and it was so gorgeous outside. They got to go play outside for most of the day, which is awesome. For her, she doesn't get to do that much with her friends. So we have 4 and a 5. And since she is an only child, she wants to be able to just play all the time with a friend, and so it was just wonderful. And then after that, we she dressed up and we took her to, so we have a 5 and a 4. Let's do 5 and 4 is already done. We took her to my husband's work and they did like a trunk or treat, but it was pretty much done by the time we got there. So we have a 2 and a 4, which was really sad. because she so badly wanted to just participate more, but she doesn't really know what Halloween is, and so she didn't really get the concept that she gets candy and stuff, which we don't do candy in our house either. And so she just like had a great time just being able to talk to people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then after that, we went to, she had got a little money from doing chores and she wanted to go to Hobby Lobby, and I was not gonna tell her no. So we went to Hobby Lobby and she got herself a little something something. So we got 3 and a 5, which is 3. And so we're gonna put these 2 back and put this back and grab a 10. And let's go ahead and do a little bit more because there's quite a few left on here. And then after that, we got her a McDonald's Happy Meal, which we rarely do, but it was one of those, I knew that they'd have the buckets. And this is a 1, a 6 and a 4 is a 1. And she was so excited because she got to decorate it for Halloween and all that stuff. And so it was fun. It was so fun. Okay, 6 and 1, we don't have any. A 4 and a 2, how about 4 and 2? Don't have any. 6 and 5, we have a 3. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. And let me see, we have 1, 2. Yeah, we still have several open, so let's just keep going. I really need to roll a 6 on the bottom. All right, we have a 3 and a 4. 3, 4. Okay, how about we do this? We're just gonna roll 1 and see if we can't change it. A 3 and a 3 is 3. That's perfect. So 3, 4, 5. Let's do a little bit more. And then a 6 and a 2. Okay, we're gonna keep the 6 because I really need us to roll a 6 of some sort and not a 2. Okay, a 4, that works. 6 and 4 right here is 3. So we're gonna put these, all of this back and grab a 20. That, I feel like that's good. $20 going towards this. So we now have 20, 40, 50, $1. That's awesome. This is saving way more than I thought that it would. And this is just a low income version and I love that. I definitely had other plans for it, but that's okay. That's okay. Life hits you and sometimes you just have to roll with it. All right, this next one is from my sweet friend. She has, her name is Zulika, and she has an awesome store. And I always say it wrong. It's like, it's her name backwards. So, Zulika, tell me if I get it wrong. Is it Aculus? I literally was like, all the confidence in the world I could do it. I can't do it. Aculus, something like that. So it's A-K-I-E-L-U-Z. You'll see her link down below. She is fantastic, has amazing stuff. So definitely check her out. We are going to just roll a die and it's going to determine where we're going to scratch. And we have a 1, so that's right here. And this is a mystery savings, but it does look like it is low income. So that's nice. So we have a 2. And then 1, 2, I'm gonna do here, which is a 9. Okay, all right. So a little less a low income than I thought, but that is just fine. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and do at least one more because we have a lot of black dots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna do this one right here. So right now we're sitting at 11, and now we are sitting at 17. Yeah, that's definitely a good amount to put in here. I like it. I like it. Okay, so 17, let's do 10, 15, 16, 17. And we have these 2 10s that we can exchange for a 20, which I don't know that we need to do that. We have a lot of 10s, but that's okay. So now we have 27 in here. So I'm very interested as to what this is gonna save us. Moving on, we have this one, which is a quarterly challenge that I sent out to my quarter members. Everybody that is from quarter members above gets these, obviously each quarter. And so this was our fun one. It's just this little, you know, mouse who's catching leaves, and I think that is so sweet. And so let's go and do 2, 1, 2. That's a 5. And then let's see what else. Let's go ahead and do another one. And another 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we are at 9, which I think is good. So we're gonna put that back and grab a 10. So we now have 30 in here, and I do not know how much this saves. I did it as a mystery, and whenever I make them a mystery, I don't add up what it saves you. So if you guys ever ask me, I'll tell you I don't know, because I don't. I never ever figure it out. Okay, and this next one comes from another pen pal. This is Brittany from Budgeting with a Ginger, and this is just her gorgeous like black and gold roses. So 1, 2, 3, and I just thought that even though it's not necessarily fall, it kind of gives me the fall vibe, so we're gonna do it. Okay, we have a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and an 8. All right, so we have 13. And we will call that one good too, just so I can make sure that there's some more scratchers for next time. So what did I say, 13? So 10, 11, 12, and 13. Okay, we can definitely condense down some of these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we now have 27 saved in here. And now let's move on. We are doing these ones, and the reason why we are still working on September and October, even though we did start this in October, is because it looks fall, and so I figured, hey, let's do it. And I'm always here for saving the most that we can. So let's do 9, that's 10, 20, yeah, let's keep adding. Let's save quite a bit. So let's see how much the rest of this one's going to cost us. So we have 1 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9. Okay, 38. We're going to go ahead and do the 38. So we're going to do, let's just do 25, 35, 36, 37, 38. Perfect. I think that that will be good. And I'm just going to mark these off. Otherwise, you guys might be here forever watching me color these in, and nobody wants that. Okay, so we're going to keep going, and then we're going to see if we have more money, then we'll probably come back to this one, because I do want to try and do both sides and then flip it over, and I want to try and at least do the November one since it's very fall themed, and then we'll just keep this one in here and try and do it in, you know, December or whatever. Okay, so we now have 20, 30, no, 40, 50, 65, 75, 76, 77, 78. 78, that's awesome. Okay, so each side will save us $78. And those you can find over on Etsy. I don't have it linked because I just keep forgetting to go look for them. To be honest, I will try and remember, but I have used those for quite some time. Okay, this next one comes from Weekly Budget Co., and it is going to save us some amount. It's going to be $10 is the highest. Let's roll. So we have 1, perfect. That's going to be a 2. This is not one to scratch very well anymore. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 5. So 5, 6, 7. Oh, no, I just threw it completely off of my desk. I'll have to find that because that was a special die. Oh gosh. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's the 10. All right, so we have 15, 16, 17. Let's go ahead and do another one. And right here for 1. Okay, what was that? What did I say we had? 17? Oh no, now I'm forgetting which ones I did. So I know we had 2 plus 8 plus 10 plus 5? Yeah, okay, so it's 25. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so we can go ahead and do that, and let's just do 5, 10, 15, 25. Might as well. Let's just make all this 5. There we go. So now we have 35 in here. And next we're moving on and doing this one from Restoration by Autumn. My camera is probably going to stop in a minute because it looks like my card is more full than I thought that it was. So let's just keep going real quick. So let's do a 9 and an 8, which 9 plus 8 is 17. I should have known that, but that's okay. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Perfect. So we're going to add 17 in, mark off a 9 and an 8, and that means next time we can do an 8 and a 5, and we're already finished that one, which is awesome. So we have $38 in here so far. So I guess it's going to save us like 40, maybe. All right, let me clear up some space and I'll be right back. All right, got a little bit cleared, and it is starting to get toasty in here. My goodness. Okay, this next one comes from Kayla, and it used to be Printable by Woods, but she is now Evergreen Budgets. And we are just going to scratch off several of these. And that's a 1, which you guys can't see. I didn't realize that. I'm sorry, guys. So let's scratch here, which is, oh, that thing is so small. Hold on. I think that's an 8. Okay, so an 8. Wow, show off. Okay, 8. 1, 2, plus 5, so we're at 13. 1, 2, 14. That's only 1, so we're definitely gonna go again. All right, and we have 19. And I want to do at least 1 more because, again, there's a lot of scratchers and we have the money to do it this week. I just need you to stop. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so we're gonna put in 23. So let me see, we have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. What are the odds? I did not realize. I probably should have counted this before we got going. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, so now we have 24 or $44 in here. That's, wow. Who would have thunk that I genuinely thought I had more money in there. I was just going ham, guys. My goodness. All right, so that means we have $1 left over, and I don't love IOUs. And I do, let me see if any of this is one from Liz and Les. Let me see if any of these are $1. They are not. Okay, so I don't want to do these. Okay, I guess we're gonna go ahead and do it. So this is one that I had created and I never actually put out to sell. It's Even Baddies Get Saddies. And it's just a fun game where you roll a die and it shows you which one you're going to scratch off. And so we're going to go to card number 3, which is this one, and then we're gonna roll and see, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So could you be $1? No, we're gonna be $2. Okay, so I do have $1 sitting to the side, so I will just grab that and add that one in here. No big deal. No big deal. All right, so there we go. $2 going into this one today. Woohoo! Big spender, I'm telling you. All right, so we have 22 saved in this one, and we will start with this one next time. Yeah, I think so. Just because just doing the one doesn't feel right. So let me find a paper clip so I can put that on there. Because I don't think I have, yeah, I have one sitting here. Okay, there we go. And I will just pop this one on here and hopefully, if I put it on the bottom, I feel like maybe I can see it more than whenever I turn it like that. So, all right, well, there we go. We have officially saved some more towards our debts. I hate that this is what our money is going towards, but that is what we have to do, and sometimes that just happens. All right, well, guys, thank y'all so much for being here. I love y'all. I hope y'all are having a wonderful, wonderful week. And until next time, I hope you guys will continue to float on and continue safe. Bye, friends.